Hey, Four Name Girl, what's up? How's it going? Hello. I just did a couple of my little chair exercises. Just like 10 little quick. Felt good. Yeah, that's why I'm breathing heavy right now. Sounds like I just ran in here, doesn't it? Good evening. I have a daughter and I am terrified to have her in public school. This was too close to home. Patrick John Welder. What can you do, buddy? That's why I didn't have kids, man. I don't know what that's like. That's what the title of my video is about. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I mean, I tell all my audience not to have children. And I know some of you may have just started watching yesterday and you might have teenagers. But you know you can blame YouTube for keeping you from my show for the last 13 years. And maybe you would have known, maybe you would have listened to me. It's terrible, but it needs to be discussed, and I don't mind discussing it. We need armed responders already at the schools before tragedy happens, Sean. If you got kids there, man, it's... And these shootings are almost daily now, right, Jeff? Christopher, 27 school shootings this year. Christopher is keeping track. 27, he says. Damn, Christopher. 27 school shootings and a dead child ain't my problem. Not a single one. Not my problem. So think of it like that when you're worried about your children's safety. Okay? Think about it from the perspective of somebody who's not the parents of your children. Okay? And let me just tell you how it is. I really don't care. Not my kids. Not my problem. Right? What's going on in Ukraine? Not my war, not my problem. Oh, but wait. It is my problem, isn't it? It's affecting the price of gas. We're not getting specific items on the shelves anymore. Yeah, it is my problem a little bit, isn't it? Huh. I wonder how this school thing is my problem, too. Maybe because the fact that I have friends who have kids, I should worry more about their kids. Is that really my responsibility to worry about their kids' safety? Well, it is when I'm driving my car through the neighborhood, isn't it? I'm concerned for my friends' children's or complete strangers' children's safety. I am. Do you want to hear a non-parent's advice on what I would say? First, I wouldn't put my kids in a public school these days, period. I would laugh at the government if they tried to put me in jail for it, too. I might have a standoff with them over it. There's a pandemic. So, I'm not too crazy about schools, public schools. Number two, you don't teach those kids anything that they use later on in life. It's a farce. School is a joke. The only reason parents need it is to get those kids off their hands all day so you can go do your job, which you've been learned by society is what you need to do in order to survive, instead of just learning how to grow and farm and love each other and contribute to society instead of taking what you can, and going up to the local supermarket and buying whatever's for sale over there. Nothing changed? No, nothing's going to change this time either. My Second Amendment rights aren't going to be fucked with. I don't care how many school shootings there are. They're not going to do anything about it. If they haven't done anything about it yet, that's it. They're not going to do anything. And you got 2 years, and then Donald Trump's going to be president of the United States again. You think he cares about your kids? Oh, God. The
kids need to be in school. School's very important. It's where I learn how the importance of bankruptcy and debt. I learned about bankruptcy, debt, and not paying off the people that you owe. That's what I learned in school. And your children need to learn that too. Buy my book.
But I do care about safety of children. We just had a resource cop stop a school shooter and everyone survived. That's good, man. That's good. That's good that you care. I personally don't. You know, if I did, I'd be freaking going crazy because I got so many other things I got to worry about. That was the main reason for me not to have children. Because I knew that was going to be something that I just wasn't going to be able to deal with, is the loss of a child. I would see it on TV, movies, I would hear about it. I would see grieving parents, and then I would hear them say, you know, we'll never get over this. Our lives are ruined. Our lives are destroyed. And I thought to myself as a kid, I'm like, oh, what if I don't have kids? What if I just don't have kids? Then that could never happen to me. I could never lose a child and feel that horrible loss, you know? And for those of you out there that are listening to my words right now that have gone through this, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. It's terrible. I know. I'm just explaining to you why I decided not to have kids. That was one of the big reasons.
Oh, you like my Trump impression? We're going to make America great again, great again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make America great again, bigly again. Bigly.
It's a horrible impersonation. My Trump is as bad as my Barack Obama. Well, we got our Christianity and our guns here, folks. Oh, folks. Hi, folks. I'm Barack Obama. Hey, folks. Hey, folks. Aren't I a loving guy? I call you folks. You're all a bunch of folks. Oh, isn't that the great word that all... Oh, I'm Pete Buttigieg. Hey, folks. Let me tell you something, folks. Oh, we're going to get all folky in here because I'm like to say folks. Hey, folks. What's up, folks? I use that word facetiously. I just want you guys to know that. Caleb Johnston, I agree with you. Nay, Trump was the worst president of all time because he doesn't care about anyone, just about himself. I agree with you. Carl Stewart, can you do Boris Yeltsin? No. Carl, I'm sorry. I wish I could. I don't know what Boris Yeltsin sounded like. Oh, Boris from UK? I've never even heard his voice, man. I've never even heard his voice. I don't even know what he sounds like. We're going to go ultra MAGA. Oh, John Anderson. We're going to go ultra MAGA. We are going to go ultra MAGA. Kamala Cunt Harris is speaking about the school shooting, and all she says is, my heart is broken, lol. Her heart's broken. You know, whatever. She don't care about your kids either. None of them do. They're not their kids. I mean, they'll act like they want your votes. They care about your votes. And they'll act like they care as long as they have to win your votes over. You know, let me go ahead and refresh the chat because I know this is not the correct chat number. Give me 1 second. Ultra MAGA impressions are hilarious. I try, you know. I'm home. Happy for show, says Big Merc. Okay, Merkster, the Merkmeister, Mercus Magnus. What's up, buddy? What we got going on here is this nice splish of kafefi and my bong. I got my bong right here. I told you guys we weren't going to be doing a show tonight, didn't I? Look how many of you guys showed up. I had a miscommunication with somebody. I was going to be doing something, I thought, and it turns out I misunderstood, and I'm not busy. So here I am. You got me. Congratulations. Lucky you. You got me. Here I am. La la la. Ba 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 ba. Sean says, hello, Big Merc. You guys could all make it much easier on yourselves to talk to each other if you would all get on my large channel and follow from the large channel. Then you can all see each other's chat inside that channel. Then you can all probably follow each other a little bit easier on YouTube. I don't know. Man, the kids need help over here. It got impossible to find a child psychologist, not even if you pay by yourself. Youth is fucked up, man. Sorry, Amadeus. How hot is it there today? Looks lovely out there. Bro, let me tell you something. It was really hot. I went out in the sun and I worked at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon just because I'm a badass. I don't care. I had my shirt off. I was weeding and I was looking for, I dropped a little nut driver for a screwdriver that my mom has, and I couldn't find it, but I looked for it. I told you guys I'm crazy and I'd go look for it anyway, right? I did. I was like, I told you, I know me. I'm going to go look for it anyway. I did. I was out there for a while, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did because the view was really nice. You know what I mean? It was a good view. So, watching from Ireland, Christopher Gamel. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Where to put the emphasis on your name. English weather at the moment is cold and wet. Yeah, it was one of the hottest days so far that we've experienced today. It was super duper hot, but it's cooled down now, I'm sure, a little bit. I would think. Okay, we're just gonna take some of this OG Kush here. We're just gonna throw it right in the bowl, man. We're just gonna put it right in the bowl. You guys see that? So, let's see. You entitled young man. That's a nice way to put it. You entitled young man. Not losing my kid to a school shooting seemed like a good enough idea not to have any. I should have said reason. You don't grind your buds? Only grinders grind, bro. What are you, a grinder? Only grinders grind, bro. Not this guy. Not this guy, bro. I don't grind. Yeah, let me tell you something. I've experienced, when I grind my buds, I experience the worst taste of all time when I grind the buds up. It tastes so bad. Sour. I like smoking it like this. To me, it tastes better. You know, I just have really bad luck when I grind buds up. Cheers. Hey, Lenny L. What's up, buddy? Is that Lonesome Lenny? Is that another Lenny? Lenny L. Lonesome Lenny? Let me know, Lenny. Lenny, is that Lenny? You usually say I'm coming in from Boston, right, Lenny? Is that you? Let me know, Lenny. We got 2 Lennys with an L. It's crazy. Lonesome Lenny and Lenny L. 2 Lennys? Crazy. What are the chances? There was a seed in there. Damn it. OG Kush seed. I just smoked it. And still tasted good. I hate the heat when it's really hot and hate the cold just like in between. Okay, Carl. All right, so you guys want to do some dabs? What do you guys say? Russian forces have increased the intensity of attacks in Donbass, according to intelligence reports. I showed you what they're doing, right? That shit's crazy. You guys that watched the earlier shows, you saw that gun. That is a BFG, let me tell you. And I can't even imagine being on the receiving end of that motherfucker. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. It's just a gun on wheels, bro. And it's automated. It's a robot gun. It just rolls around. It moves, so they can't target it. It keeps moving. You don't think about that. You get a satellite image of it. It's not a stationary gun. You know, it moves. And, you know, when you see the firepower that thing is launching, god damn. From a different position every time. It's horrible what the Russians have done and still doing horrible times for Ukraine. Yeah, it is horrible. Carl, it's too bad America pushed them into that and didn't leave them any choice, isn't it? You know? It's terrible. America is a horrible imperialistic country that works in conjunction with NATO to force the hands of countries like Russia to do what they did. And Russia felt like they didn't have a choice, and we knew they were going to do this. You know? We knew they were going to do it. We pushed them into it. We couped the government of Ukraine in 2014. You know, we overthrew the government. We knew, and then that overthrown government, that new government that we installed, that's when they started bombing and murdering ethnic Russians in Donbass. 14,000 dead. At least those are the bodies that they were able to count. 14,000. So, you know, we started this war. You know, I think it's, Carl, let's reword what you said. It's horrible what the Americans have done and still doing horrible times for Ukraine. You know? Terminator unlocked. It's crazy. You just can't. Yeah, I see, Mom? Banning assault rifles isn't going to do shit. That guy had a handgun and a shotgun. They want to ban assault rifles. Do you know what I say? Every gun is an assault weapon. Every weapon is made to assault. You know, I don't care if it's this pocket knife. You know, it's an assault weapon. And you know, in the hands of Keanu Reeves, this probably is too. You know? Or these. And I know for a fact that these are. I know Keanu Reeves can kill you with these. So, you know, don't go around banning a certain style of weapon thinking you're going to stop this. This was not an assault rifle. This was a handgun and a shotgun. And I said it on this show a million times if I've said it once. I said banning assault rifles isn't going to stop Dickie McGee sacks because you could do just as much, if not more, damage with a couple of handguns. I didn't even mention shotgun. I was just like a couple of rootin' tootin' handguns. You can kill a lot of people with a couple of handguns. 2. You know? You don't even need second magazines, man. With the magazines that are in those guns, I could kill, if I had 2 of them, kind of gun that I have, I could kill 26 people. Boom, headshot every time. 26 dead. 2 guns. 26 dead. 2 handguns. No reload. It's 26 dead people, man. I mean, that dude, he killed 14. Imagine if he had 2 handguns. Why does it take them so long to tell us what kind of weapons were used? Now I've just heard 2 different accounts now. It said rifle, not shotgun. A shotgun is not a rifle, is it? I don't think a shotgun is a rifle. I think a rifle has riflings. That's what makes it a rifle, is it spins the bullet. That's a rifle. Correct me if I'm wrong. But handguns do that, and those are not rifles. Handguns spin the bullet. So maybe it has something to do with the length of the barrel. I don't know. I'm not a firearms expert like Iceman and 30 of my other psychotic friends are. They would know the answer to that question, I bet. Not proven to not be able to defend our borders, and they want to ban knives. Right, Amadeus? Which more people were like you, Nay? Say how it is. Carl. Oh, you don't want everybody like me. You know, a few. That's good. You got me. You got Jimmy Dore. You know, you got Graham Elwood out there. You know, spouting off. Lee Camp. No filters, man. You know, I love that. Lee Camp and Eleanor are doing shows together, and dude, they started the other day, and they moved the microphone at the very beginning of the show, and he's like, "Should we have the microphone here?" Or, and she's like, "I don't know, where you want, put it where you want it." He's like, "Aren't you glad that we're all?" He looks at the camera. He goes, "Aren't you glad that we're all prepared for this show? We were just completely ready to go right off the bat." And I got such a kick out of that. It's just such a nice moment of behind the scenes realism. That's the kind of shit I love. Like, you guys want to see my audience? You guys want to see my real life audience? My cat. My cat's sitting in the doorway right there. Harles, why you chilling, little Harles? Why you chilling? Ruby's in bed. He knows what's up. Christopher Gamel. School, they said most shotguns are not rifled inside. I think they're in their own category. Shotguns are a different category than rifles. I can't see these shootings ever stopping. Used to be a big news event, but now it's just a normal thing and not as many people pay attention. How the fuck could anyone send their kids to these schools? There's even half a chance your child could be shot dead. Guns for Knives campaign. Trade any gun, get a genuine Jackhawk 9000 hunting knife. All right, Christopher Gamel. Christopher Gamel. I think it's Gamel. Right? Is it Gamel? Let me know if I'm saying it right. Gamel. Takes a man to get up close and stab. Listen to Big Merc. And your name's Merc, too. I love it. So, yeah, man. How many mass shootings do you see inside a bank? Seriously. How many mass shootings do you see inside a bank? Not too many, right? So arm schools, fortify schools like you fortify your banks. Problem solved. You're welcome. Next subject. Let's move on. Moving on. John Oliver here. What happened? Oh, I think she's just commenting on how loud I'm being. I feel fat today, man. I feel kind of fat. I gotta say, I'm feeling fat. Turn it on my face light, man. I'm feeling fat. This is what I was listening to, Mom. This is the second eight. Oh, he was 18 years old, Mom?
Yes.
Another 18-year-old.
He just turned 18.
Two 18-year-olds. I'd say this. If you commit a mass murder, you should get the death penalty, and it should be instant. Instant death penalty, and it should be carried out immediately. Let's do that. Instant death penalty carried out the day of the shooting. But especially if that shit's on video. I mean, what are we doing? Why do we do this? Why do we lock them up in jail and get them a lawyer when we have the video? When we know it was them? When they admit it? When we have the weapon? When the residue is on their hands? What are we doing, man?
You're a moron.
Who is that, Trump?
No.
McConnell?
No, I don't know. I can't remember.
Ted Cruz?
Yeah.
I got it
guesses.
No, I don't think that, I don't know what, I don't,
Marco Rubio,
no, it's not wrong.
Rand Paul.
No, Ben, stop it. You think it's funny?
I think the little back and forth that you and I just had was funny. I do not think the situation behind it is. Of course, I don't think that's funny. And that's kind of, Mom, come on, that's a low blow. Of course, I don't think it's funny. She fights dirty, man. My mom, when she gets pissed, she fights dirty as hell, man. Because private jail system, I got you, Armaditas. That's okay, buddy. I got you. I mean, think of that. Joe Biden. Think of the imagery there. 14 kids are being executed down on the ground, and the president is flying high, safe above all of the ruckus, the fray, high above in his airplane, sending condolences to the parents while he flies safe, being probably sipping champagne and eating hors d'oeuvres in Air Force One. Think of the imagery of that. And I tell you what, hey, Donald Trump, you want to win 2024? Here's an idea for you. What I just said, turn that into a advertisement. Turn that into a little video. Get you an actor that looks like Joe Biden. Have him sitting on Air Force One, sipping champagne, eating hors d'oeuvres while he's flying on Air Force One, and he's got some, lackey next to him. And somebody comes down the aisle and says, "Mr. President, 14 children have just been murdered." And the lackey next to him could be like, "I'll text out your condolences. Go ahead, Joe. Enjoy the meal." And he'd just go on and keep eating. Guaranteed you'd be the next president of the United States. It's not even the imagery so much as just the idea that you wouldn't wait for an appropriate moment to send those condolences, that you would literally do it from the comfort of Air Force One while you're flying high above everybody. And I think that in itself, that lack of taste, that tasteless action, which is exactly what that was. It was knee-jerk, and it was done poorly. You shouldn't have done it. It doesn't look real. It's not a good look for the Biden administration to be tweeting condolences from Air Force One. I don't know. What do you guys think about that in the chat? Let me know. I'm going to pack a bong hit. You guys tell me what you think. All right? A little earthquake here in Florida. I'm going to make the ground stop shaking. This shirt makes me feel fat. Up to 18 kids. Danny, what, the number's gone up? It went from 14 to 18 kids, Danny? To the tank, says Big Merc. I agree. So they ban all the guns. Next thing you know, someone's going to firebomb a school. They're going to throw a Molotov cocktail through the window or just blow it up. It's not going to stop. People are crazy, man. You guys, obviously, this person is blocked and banned
You know, of course. Of course. You guys want to get high with me? You want to get high with me? Do you want to get high with me today? The trendy way with trendy Nay today. Kid Boga. Kid Boga? Just wait a moment. Wait a moment, please. Wait a moment, sir. Just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Wait a moment, please. Just wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, please. Just, sir, wait a moment. But wait a moment. Wait a moment. If you could just, yes, please. Wait one moment. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a moment. Yes, sir, please. Just, you want me to wait another moment, or should I wait another moment? Just wait a moment, sir. Okay, I'll just wait a moment for you. Yes, sir. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, please. Wait a moment. True black. It's too strong. It's too strong. I'm going back to the orange, bud. Could you imagine if I went like that? And then it just right into my hand. You know? From, like, magnetically. Just you guys would be like, he's a wizard. It's amazing what he just did there. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Just wait one moment. You love Kit Boga's channel? Yeah, man. I haven't watched his channel in a long time. I must say, it's been quite some time. But, you know. Lester? Yes. Yes, the government, the good old government was there, and we had full confidence in the ability of our wonderful men and women of law enforcement, our Leos, if you will, to fully function as they're supposed to. And make sure you bang their heads when you put them in the cars, folks. So 2 weeks ago, my mom and I were in the kitchen, and they're reporting on Russia, and they said, you know, Russia's on the run. They're pulling back. You know, I said to my mom, I said, you think Russia's on the run? She's like, well, that's what they're saying. I said, 2 weeks. I said, I already know. Russia's pummeling the fuck out of them right now because I watch different news than you do. I said, in 2 weeks, they won't be able to hide it. And that's what they're going to be reporting in 2 weeks for you. Right now, that is literally what that guy just said. They said, Russia is taking over. They're destroying this town, and the Ukrainians are on the run, and blah, 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 blah. And of course, I was like, yeah, you'll hear about it. It's just going to take 2 weeks. Fast forward to today. School shooting now. Is it Robb Elementary? R-O in Texas? Robb Elementary, R-O-B-B. Robb Elementary. This still says 14. We got somebody came in and said 18 and 3 adults. School shooting death toll climbs to 21, including 18 children. Mom, it's 18 kids.
What, honey?
It's 18 kids now.
No.
Yeah, I just got the report from Houston Chronicle.
Well,
It's a total of 20.
There's a lot of injuries.
It's a total of 21 dead.
Maybe some of those injuries.
Well, yeah. Some people have died in the hospital.
Wonderful. Just wonderful.
This is usually how it happens, you know. That number might climb even higher. Who was that who came in and said that? Danny DiPolito, thank you for the update. That was you, buddy. Thank you for that. I really appreciate when you all do that. I'm seeing it now on my feed. It says 5 minutes ago. So yeah, he killed his grandmother first. That's what I told my mom. This is what Mom. And I tell you the other day. This is what they do. They usually kill someone in the house first, right?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said this is how I told you these crazy guys do this. Is they kill someone in their home, and then they leave. And remember, I told you about that movie called Unhinged,
Yes.
and I said that guy had killed his wife and her new husband,
Yes.
and then he was on the road.
Yes.
And that's was the premise of that movie. It's crazy. But it just, this is it, man. This is where people are at today. That movie is like, it's predicted where we are, man. People, 18 years old, man. Both of them are 18 years old. Oh, the grandmother's still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's in critical condition. Yeah, I've got people that live in Texas that are in my live chat right now. One of the guys, like said, is way too close to home. Yeah, he crashed near the school and ran into the school and started shooting. I would be thoroughly enraged after hearing my son or daughter was killed. I would totally lose my shit. Yeah, I know. That's why I decided to never have kids, Mark. I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine that. I you know, that's why I was like, man, I can't do this. I'm not going to have kids. I've had 2 ex-girlfriends that really wanted to have kids with me, man. They were pretty adamant about it. And I was like, no. I was like, I don't want kids. Nothing personal. I just don't want children. And this was one of the reasons, man. I was always worried something horrible would happen to them. And I would never forgive myself, and it would ruin my life. And how would I go through life? You know, what if they were 2 years old and something horrible happened to them? You know, or I was always worried that I would, you know, have a kid and they would, you know, just die. It was always my fear. I was like, they're just gonna die, man. It was that fear of that, not being able to live with that guilt. And I said, well, if I don't have kids, yeah. Oh, yeah, it feels better, right? Just realizing, yeah, I don't have any kids. You know? Decided not to have any. Same, bro, no kids. Right? It's a good choice, man, for some people. Nay, that's an incredible take on children. Highly intelligent. It makes sense why the essentially lower IQ breed like crazy. It's Jeffro, cuz. Thank you, Jeffro. That's very nice of you to say that. Danny DiPolito's like, yeah, you decided not to have kids. You know who told me not to have kids? It was Rob Mulligan. When we were much younger, him and I had a conversation. And he said, yeah, bro, overpopulation, bro. You don't want to produce kids now, man. It's way overpopulated. We're just contributing to the problem. And that was the first way of me looking at it, you know? And then I was like, it was like the whole guilt thing, man. It was the other part of it. I saw a movie. It was Pay It Forward, man. Remember their little kid gets killed at the end of that movie, man? And you're just like, oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That little dude. That's fucked up. And you're like, I don't want to go through that shit. You know, I don't want to have to deal with this kind of bullshit. Whatever. However it comes at you. Just remove that possibility from my, psyche. Never have to experience that level of worry. Let me tell you something, man. I've had to babysit before, and that's enough. That's enough responsibility on me. And I was over at somebody's house not too long ago, and they were taking their little baby and they were throwing him up in the air repeatedly. And I was like, that's fucked up, man. I mean, I'm not a parent or anything, but that's some shit I would never do. Not repeatedly like that. I mean, once or twice, it's okay, but to just do it over and over and over again like you're a fucking crackhead, at some point, whatever, refund issued for my dumbbells. I hate them. They refuse to deliver my dumbbells. I have to go to the store and buy them. Hard enough to take care of yourself? Yeah, me too. I'm a freaking mess. I would trade my life right now for one child to be alive from this. I'm 39. And my dude, kids are 2 and soon are cheating. You would trade your life right now. Wow. Merc, dude. That's crazy, bro. That's love. That's love that I don't understand right there. You guys, everybody see what Merc just said in the chat? Dude. Look what Merc just said in the chat, man. I would trade my life right now for one child to be alive from this. I want to tell my mom that. Mom, can you pause that for a second?
Talking to me?
Yeah, can you pause that for a second?
Yes.
This guy in my chat said, I would trade my life right now for one child to be alive from this. Can you believe that? Yeah, that's love. That's a parent right there. That's something I don't understand. Yeah, it's crazy. My mom like that, bro. That's beautiful that you said that. He's 39 years old, did my duty, kids are too innocent and are cheated out of their life. That's crazy, bro. Had security guards in my school, but no metal detectors. I think they were more in city schools. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. Get the goddamn metal detectors. Get the goddamn security guards. Give them AR-15s. Give them Glocks with 13 round, capacity. Maybe we can finally vote on regulating federal tax dollars to provide armed guards, sentries at these. It's funny, they just said that. I would happily contribute more in taxes to make that happen. Right, Josh G? I need to spend my tax dollars on that. Don't send my tax dollars to Ukraine. Let's fortify the schools, man. You want to spend your money on military weapons and shit like that? Fine. Guard the goddamn schools and stop sending them to fight a war that you started with Russia, you idiots. We fired the first shot. We killed the first Russian. They're making a statement, no questions right now. Thoughts on how this monkeypox will progress through the U.S.? It's Jeff Rowe, cuz. No, I don't know, Jeff. I don't know. Probably shouldn't talk about it on YouTube because you'll get strikes and shit. They're idiots. When you are in love with your family, things change. Kids are not for everyone. Also, 50 plus billion would have put guards in every school for a long time.
Really? Nathan Chat?
50 billion? Dude, we don't need $50 billion to fucking fortify our schools. Are you kidding me? We'd do it with a couple billion, probably. We could probably arm every school in the United States with armed guards for years for like $2 billion. Fuck that 50 billion plus, you know? We still have money left over for Medicare for all. Morning Edition? Nobody knows that. Nobody watches Morning Edition anymore, pal. The Daily Double. We've got the Daily Double. Who is General Eisenhower? Oh, God damn it. We both got it wrong. It was Ford. He said Nixon. I said Eisenhower. It was fucking Ford. It was massive news for months. Yeah, I know about that. Columbine, it was massive. This will be, I know it sounds bad, but that's the way it is. Hey, Christopher, you want to see a tweet that I wrote? You follow me on Twitter, bro. I'm at Nate's Garden Show on Twitter. Follow me, Christopher. And if you don't have Twitter, go download it. Let me show you a tweet that I put up. Okay, check this out. I just put it up before the show. This is really interesting. Okay, right here. Here it is. Look at this. Look. Let me turn this light on. I look like the golden boy. All right, here. Let me get rid of this. Remove. Okay. Let me add this now. This is great, brother. I mean, Christopher Gamel, Christopher Gamel. Dude, look at my tweet, bro. This guy Chris Evans, who has like some ungodly amount of followers. He must be a musician. You guys, who's Chris Evans? Is he a country singer or something? I don't know. It won't let me make this bigger. It's being so stupid. All right, look. He said, Chris Evans, he goes, fucking enough. And I said, and you'll stomp your feet and cry like babies, and in a week this will all be forgotten, and I'll still have my second. You know, you can all act like you're going to do something about it. You never do. And we watch this over and over and over again. I'm telling you how to deal with it. You treat your kids like you treat your precious money in your precious banks. And hire some armed security guards and stop sending all your fucking money away to a stupid fucking war that you started, and take some of that money and fortify these schools. You know? And here's another idea. Execute these guys as soon as they do the crime, especially when you got it on video. Just take care of them. Make an example out of them. You know, grow some balls, America. Are your kids worth it or not, man? You guys are going to sit down like a bunch of pussies. You know, Sean said to me, "Aren't you kids are worth everything?" And I said, "No, they're not." I was like, "That's a joke. They're not." You know, by this very lack of inactivity to protect the children. It's proof that your children are not worth it to any of you. So, you know, if I had kids and they were in school and I was having to send them to school, you know, 5 times a fucking week where they were getting taught bullshit, but you send them anyway, you know, so they can catch fucking COVID. And if I had children there, it would be in my best interest to be out in the fucking street protesting this bullshit. That's what I would be doing. But none of y'all are gonna do that shit. So, in a week, like I said, like who was it? Danny? Was it Danny DiPolito? No, it was Christopher Gamel. Christopher Gamel said, "Remember the Columbine 1999 school shooting made world headline news. He said it was massive news for months. This shooting will be forgotten in a week. I know it sounds bad, but that is the way it is." And I completely agree. As a witness to history, just like the rest of you, this is what happens. And, is it a threat to my ability to defend myself in my vehicle, in my home? Yeah, it is. It's a threat to me. I don't like it when people do this shit. Because it puts my Second Amendment rights at risk. And I fucking hate this shit. Do I want it to stop? Yeah. Do I know how to make it stop? Yeah. Fortify the schools like you fortify the banks. You won't see the kind of mass shootings that you see in the schools, in the banks, as it is. There's a reason for that. There's a reason you don't see that. You don't see mass murders going on in banks. There's armed guards inside there. You see them in soft target places, like schools. Phone is ringing. Oh my God. My mother refuses to answer it. If I had the phone right here, I'd just be like, I'd do away with it. But I don't have a phone right here. It's in there. She's probably got one sitting right next to her. I don't know. Buffalo's already forgotten. Who? Oh, you mean that place where 10 people were murdered from an 18-year-old? Now we've gone up to 21 deaths. Yeah, bro. Because numbers, bro. We are trained to focus in on larger numbers, and that's what we're going to do with this, too. We're going to forget about Buffalo. I'm sure there was Buffalo Strong. They're all, Buffalo Strong and all that shit. And now it's got to be Texas. What is it? What's the name of the city this happened in Texas? I don't even know. Why does it say why does it say the name of the city? Uvalde? It's Uvalde. Uvalde, Texas. Let me know if I'm saying that incorrectly. Who? No, who's Oh, I got that wrong too. Who's Phil Harvey? Oh, that's right. It was Edward R. Murrow, not Phil Harvey. Whoa. Final Jeopardy. Middle Ages. Adam Merkster, bro. give up his life to bring one of those kids back from that school shooting. Man, I don't know how many other people. When you said that, Merc, do you know not a single other person in the chat said I would too? No one said I would give my life. And you know why I wouldn't give my life? Because there's a simple solution for this, man. We could stop this if we just started treating our children like we treat our money. You know, we lock up our money, let's lock up our kids. Make it safe. Make it hard for someone to go in there and kill a bunch of them real easily like that. And make it a mandate across the country, every single school. You know, all schools, all nursery schools, everything. They all got to do it. And the federal government's going to pay for it. Instead of sending all this money that we obviously have to send to Ukraine, we're going to start sending it to these schools and fortify these schools. That's how you do it. I mean, I'm no genius, man. It's just do the thing, man. That's why I don't want to give my life. That's why, you know, I wouldn't say that, because I see a solution for this. And you or me or anyone else giving up their life over something like this isn't necessary if we would just do the thing, you know? You know the thing. The damn reserves. Well, Josh G, I don't think that's necessary. We got plenty of money to send to Ukraine. How about we stop sending money to Ukraine and start fortifying the schools instead? How about that? You know, you get Raytheon and Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin and Blackwater. All those companies could start making, you know, solutions, coming up with military-style solutions that will put an end to this shit. You know? They love those robot dogs so much. You know? And how about instead of putting them on the border, you take one of them robot dogs and you put it in front of a school? Dead. That thing could just kill you so quick. Moving in on some dabs here, folks. Fred Gutenberg failed. He says the Texas politicians failed our kids again following the deadly shooting. Huh, yeah. Wasn't it you? Weren't you the one that was going around saying you were going to change all this shit, dude? Isn't it? Aren't you the one who's failed? Huh. Maybe if you had started fortifying our schools instead of trying to push for legislation that takes people's rights away from them, you know? She's my travel buddy. We like to travel around. We're little traveling people. We're folks that traveling. We like to travel. What can I say? We're traveling. We're travelers. We're traveling. We traveled here. That's how we got here. We traveled. We get called for traveling. We're penalized for traveling. We're travelers. We're dirty little travelers.
We are dirty, filthy little travelers. Travelers of the night. So I'm thinking that thing has a little scoop in it. I don't know. It might just be perfect for what I need right now. Why am I thinking that there's an animal near me? Where was my dog? I saw him. Where did he end up? Oh, there's my Beezle. Hey, Beez. What's up, Beezle? What you doing, Beez? Where's that dog? Where's that little case at, bro? No, it's not you right here. It's somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's gonna be over here. Alright. 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 Nope. I do not see this. Okay, oh, here it is. It's there. It's there. This might have exactly what I need. This is my mom playing the game. Mom, is that what you said, H?
Yes.
Damn.
H.
What is it, Mom?
Omelet, maybe?
What?
Omelet?
You don't know? Three R's, Mom. You got it. You got this. Honorary.
In a book report.
Good. You got it.
You got it.
Oldest trick in the book report.
You got it. Plus the two.
Oldest trick in the book report. The Grand Bohemian Hotel. Breathtaking rooftop views. $1,000. $1,000. Man, I hope Pinoy comes back to Florida soon. Holy shit. Ah, Pinoy, come back to Florida soon. Please. I hope to see you soon. Okay, I got double dabs here. I got a backup ready to go because I scraped up some of this old stuff. I don't know what it's going to be like. But I got a second dab
Hina.
ready to go.
H-E-E-N-A. Hina.
That's a name. Hina. That almost sounds like hyena. It's like Sheena without the S. But flat. Does Mom dab? No, and she never would. Especially the way she hears me cough. She is not interested in feeling any of this, my friendly friends. She sees what it does to me. You know, it's enough. And trust me, man, if anybody could use one.
That's no fair. You just had some. Fresh batch of brownies, everyone. Let's see if she's right. She's like, no, I'm right. She better be. Her mom's gonna be pissed. Piss off, mom, bro. Wasn't satisfied with it. I think there was still some char down there and wanted to OCD it off of there. I had to OCD it off of there. I had a little char, I had to OCD off. Am I the only one in my family that uses cannabis? No, my mom does a little CBD, and that's it. No one else really does. She does gummies at night sometimes. She had like a bad trip. She had some melatonin and some CBD, and she was like, it was like she was awake, but she was dreaming, and she saw weird faces and shit, and she couldn't, snap out of it. It really scared her, Okay, we're going to eviscerate this first. Cheers. Because it's an old one.
Oh no! Oh, bankrupt! Damn, $7,900.
I couldn't stop if I wanted to. Stop. For anything else. For anything more. Ah! Boom! I wasn't even looking at it, Mom. I'm not even looking at it.
She just won a trip.
As I'm exhaling a dab, I got one. I don't know how to get rid of fleas. I don't know. I don't have a flea problem, Karen. I told you that. All I did was I tell you how I kill them. I didn't tell you how to get rid of your flea problem. I'm not a pest prevention specialist. Probably a million ways. If you get on YouTube and you just search it, you'll find videos of people telling you how to get rid of them. Remember? I was just talking about how I like to kill them little fuckers.
Toys. Inflatable pool toys.
Way to go, Mom.
Yeah, I'm good at this game. All right. Back one.
Aaron Mate did a Substack on the squad and Bernie Sanders abandoning all progressive values by supporting the vote on this war and sending $40 billion to Ukraine. Yeah, I agree. No surprise there. This is how it's been going, you know. I'm just expecting it now these days. Hey man, there's a bunch of people left. And your arm was being eaten alive while you were tripping. Yeah, go on YouTube and go search it on YouTube. You'll find plenty of videos of people tell you how to get rid of a flea problem. Dude, I did that dab. I had the second dab ready to go. I did that old oil that was sitting on that tray that I scraped up. It was really hard to scrape up. It was solidified from sitting in there for more than a year. And I scraped it up with this little scraper, and it got me so high. Yo. So, emergency action. Ken Paxton, the Attorney General of Texas, is suggesting arming and training teachers and administrators to respond quickly in the event of a shooting. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why not? You know? I mean, you're there to teach the kids. Are you not there to protect them too? Don't you want to be able to protect your kids? You know? People think that average people don't have the ability to point a gun at someone and shoot and kill them, you know? It's crazy. Dommy dom 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 dom. What's up, buddy? All right, let's watch this video.
That is why I must discuss a very public part of my identity. This characteristic.
So this kid wanted to mention the fact that he was gay for his graduation speech. And instead of saying gay because he's in Florida, he said has curly hair instead of gay. Here, let's listen to this.
Will become the first thing you think of when you think of me as a human being. As you know, I have curly hair. I used to hate my curls. I spent mornings and nights embarrassed at them, trying desperately to straighten this part of who I am.
Straight.
The daily damage of trying to fix myself became too much to do. So, while having curly hair in Florida is difficult, due to the humidity, I decided to be proud of who I was and started coming to school as my authentic self. Here, it was Miss Ballard who answered my questions because I didn't have other curly-haired people to talk to.
Oh.
It was Mr. Coleman who read essays about
Holy shit, Mom. You've got to see this video. I'll bring it to you. You're not going to believe it. Can you pause that? This kid, I'll just tell you. Can you pause that? She can't pause the TV.
Right now, this damn thing's running. It's not funny.
Everything's funny when you're high. Harles, what are you doing? If Mom saw that, she would yell at you.
I can't get the damn thing to work.
You think the remote controller is getting you upset? You should have seen what the cat was just up to.
Okay, I gotta just stop.
Okay, listen to this. So there's a kid, he's graduating in high school in Florida, right? And he's gay, and he came out in high school. And he's giving the address, at the end of the graduation. And in Florida, he's not allowed to say he's gay. So instead of saying he's gay, he said, I have curly hair. And he said, what he said was, okay, that's why I must discuss with you a very public part of my identity. This characteristic has probably become the first thing you think of when you think of me as a human being. As you know, I have curly hair. And then he takes his hat off, his graduation hat off, and he shows everyone his curly hair. He says, I used to hate my curls. I spent mornings and nights embarrassed of them, trying desperately to straighten this part of who I am, right? But the daily damage of trying to fix myself became too much to do. So while having curly hair in Florida is difficult due to the humidity, I decided to be proud of who I was. I started coming to school as my authentic self. Here, it was Miss Ballard who answered my questions because I didn't have other curly-haired people to talk to. It was Mr. Pauling who read essays about curls, costing me an opportunity that I really wanted. It was my friends have told me that curls look good on me and that I should stop hiding them. It was a messy and twisted growth process, but eventually I did. It's because of the love I've drawn from this community that I came out to my family. Now I'm happy.
Isn't that something?
He said, now I'm happy again. He says, and that is what's at stake. There are going to be so many kids who have curly hair who need a community like Pineview, and they won't have one. Instead, they'll try to fix themselves so that they can exist in Florida's humid climate. God, this guy's a genius, man. I've been preparing for this speech since I was elected my freshman year. Do you think I wanted it to be about this? He says, it needs to be about this for the thousands of curly-haired kids who are going to be forced to speak like this for their entire lives as students. And, you know, everybody on my live stream can see this kid. He's, obviously this kid was super popular at school.
Was he the valedictorian?
I believe so. And it's pretty obvious that he's a good-looking kid. And he probably had a lot of friends. And they all, you can hear, listen to this. Listen to them cheering him.
Too much to do. So, while having curly hair in Florida is difficult due to the humidity, I decided to be proud of who I was and started coming to school as my authentic self. Here, it was Miss Ballard who answered my questions because I didn't have other curly-haired people to talk to. It was Mr. Palling who read essays about curls costing me an opportunity that I really wanted. It was my friends that told me that curls look good on me and that I should stop biting. It was a messy and twisted growth process, but eventually I did. It's because of the love I've drawn from this community that I came out to my family. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. And that is what is at stake. There are going to be so many kids with curly hair who need a community like Pineview, and they will not have one. Instead, they'll try to fix themselves so that they can exist in Florida's humid climate. I've been preparing for this speech since I was elected my freshman year. Do you think that I wanted it to be about this? It needs to be about this for the thousands of curly-haired kids who are going to be forced to speak like this for their entire lives as students.
In code. They're going to have to speak in code.
Yeah. Isn't that sad?
And the first thing you think of when you think of me as a human being. As you know, I have curly hair. I used to hate myself.
See? This is what kids are going to have to do because of Governor Ron DeSantis and these fucking Nazis. Sorry. I'm sorry. But it gets me that mad, especially when you see this kid. You know, he's a beautiful kid. And people don't deserve to be treated like this. Yeah, we know, Dom. We know the whole story. And an air filter in there. So, air filters. Yeah. I've gone over my time, obviously. Listen, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun. Hey, man, we had a bonus show, so that was pretty cool. All right. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Later. Bye, guys. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care. Thanks for watching my show. I'll see you later. Bye-bye, everyone. Goodbye. Don't you hate when you tune in at the very end of a podcast? Let me ask you guys, who's tuned in at the very end of this podcast? And they're leaving, and you're like, dude, he's shutting it down. And you don't even know if it's already over. And you're like, has it already ended? You know that feeling where you're like, oh, dude, do I have time to type or say anything? And I'm like, Big Merc 83. Yeah, later, gang. Thanks, Nays. Yeah, I can still see that. Enoch is like, hashtag keep it open. Enoch, did I know you were here? You're in Texas, bro. I didn't even know you were here, bro. Do you think this is true, bro? Is that true? Should I refresh the chat, bro? Can I refresh the chat, bro? Can I keep it real, bro? Can I refresh the chat and keep it real, bro? Let's keep it fresh, bro. Ooh, it is 15. Danny DiPolito, Big Merc. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys ever tune into a podcast, a live podcast, right when it's ending? and you're like, oh, I wanted to jump in there, and they're just shutting it down. Has that ever happened to y'all before? Tell me in the chat. I popped in a few minutes ago and took my Beazle to the vet for his shots. Yup. Danny DiPolito. Danny DiPolito. You popped in a few minutes ago and took my Beazle to the vet for his shots. Danny says, yeah. Big Merc says, I have. Well, what if I just didn't leave? What if I just stayed right when you got here and you were leaving, and instead I stayed and hung out and gave you a show, you know? Show. I have another dab, but I'm too high to smoke it. That's the problem. Then we would chill more, it says Danny. I need to chill because I smoke too much. Whatever that was. I was from Pinoy from like a year ago, bro. That shit was fucking bomb. It got me all fucked up, all weird feeling and shit. I'll replay the show. It's the show. The show. It's the show. I got a little cafefe. Drink a little cafefe. Wet my whistle there. Aqua Hunger Show. 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 Okay, I already saw all these tweets. What good is that? Psh, at least 18 children dead. They updated it on Twitter. Dude, there's going to be... There's going to be a copycat killing, man. I hate to say it. Some crazy motherfucker's gonna go in another school and kill more kids. Try to outdo this one. They all give each other license, man. I wouldn't be on Twitter if not for these. Do you like Twitter? Don't know how we got to show. I'll tell you how, man. Aqua Hunger Show. That's how. I like it. Aqua Hunger Show. Aqua Hunger Show. No, Danny, I'm staying here in Florida. I like it here. I moved here. I became a Florida resident. I love it here. Dude, I can't believe there's gonna be little turtles hatching in my fucking yard, man. In a few months. This fucking raccoon or something's been digging trying to get to these eggs. I keep covering it up. I don't think they get to the eggs though. That turtle dug a real deep hole. Since Nays gave me a sample of triage oil for free, I keep Twitter and support and retweet as much as I can. Oh, Big Mark, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Marie, I turned those sprinklers on so they come on at 10 o'clock instead of 8. So you shouldn't be getting wet anymore.
Okay.
All right? Did I know that yesterday was Turtle Day? No. I think the turtle laid eggs in my yard 2 days ago. Or was that yesterday? Wherever my phone is, I've got my phone right there. I took video and pictures of that turtle. It was a larger turtle than the other one. Yeah, look at this turtle, man. I took several pictures. Here's a good picture. Look at this one. There's the turtle, right, on the ground, and there's Rogie. And right there in between them is the hole the turtle dug to lay the eggs. So, here. Look at this. There's the turtle. Green-eared, red-eared slider, I'm sorry. Red-eared slider. Why are you licking my feet? Do you not have food? You're gonna lay on my feet? Oh, now you're my best friend. You're gonna lay on my feet. Whatever, dude. I'm not buying it. I got a video of the turtle too with my doggy dog. My dog wouldn't touch the turtle. He's cool, man. He likes turtles. Rogie likes turtles. I taught him. Dude, I told you guys about this lizard. Mother! I gotta tell her about the lizard. Mom! Mom,
Yes, honey.
this morning I went outside and I saw a little tiny baby lizard,
Yeah.
and it just kind of ran in the grass in front of me. It couldn't really, it was so tiny. So I put my hand down in front of it and it jumped right up on my hand. Mom, it was 1 inch long.
Aww.
It looked like a tiniest little, just like a leaf. It was the tiniest little thing. And I couldn't even feel it on my hand.
Oh,
It was so lightweight and tiny. And it sat there and looked at me. And it was just looking at me and stuff. And then I said, are you eating all the little ants? Because one of them bit me the other day. And then I put him back down on the ground. And he hopped on the ground. The tiniest, I've never seen a lizard this small. He must have been born just an hour before I picked it up.
Yeah.
Must have just been born, must have just come out of the ground. Crazy. Brother, you ate all your food, you're a good boy. There you go. No, Brody. What are you doing? No, Rogan. Rogan. Stop. Rogan.
Well, I said thank you, very much. She said it's stuck over here.
What are you doing? Stop it. I had to put his floaty on. He's licking his toe. Rogy's licking his toe on the show. I miss the Weasel Gam Extreme. I'm a sucker for the Weasel Gam Extreme. Totals. Thought you heard your father today? Yeah, he's just says like, he was like, all right or something. He said like a word, you know. Yeah, my father did. He doesn't ever talk, dude. He usually says, yeah. That's usually all he says. That's how those get down there. That's weird.
So I went over to see Armando today. My wife's
Be what you wanna be. See what you came to see. Been what you wanna be. I don't like what I see. Like the coldest winter chill ever
beside you, held like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, held like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, held and you think you have it still. Heaven beside you. So there's problems in your life. That's fucked up. I'm not blind. I'm just see-through, faded, super jaded, out of my mind. Logan's growling. Do what you wanna do. Go out and seek your truth. When I'm down and blue, rather be me than you. Like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, hell with you. Like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, hell with you. Like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, hell with you. And you wish you had it still. Heaven beside you. So there's problems in your life. That's fucked up. I'm not blind. I'm just see-through, faded, super jaded, and out of my mind. Like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, hell with it. Like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, hell with it. Like the coldest winter chill. Heaven beside you, hell with it. And you know you have it still. Heaven inside you. So there's problems in your life. That's fucked up, but you're not blind. You're just see-through, faded, overrated, and out of your mind. All right. You guys have a great night. I hope you like the music. Okay. You guys take care. Share share it around. Share the video around on wherever you can on social media. All right. After it's up. Thanks. Bye, guys.